Hi, everybody. My name is Betty Ouyang, and I want to thank JD and the Crushing the Myth family for inviting me to be a part of this speaker series. I have to confess that I joined the group on the later side, so my talk probably won't be as organized and structured as some of the other ones you heard today, but I hope that I can inspire you in some way nevertheless. Okay, first off, I was born in New York City. My parents were born in mainland China, but they grew up in Taiwan before emigrating to New York. After I graduated from Barnard College at Columbia University, I one day announced to my parents that I wanted to pursue a career in acting. I will never forget the look on my parents' face when I told them that. They were completely dumbfounded. And over the years, as I was steadily building my acting experience, I would get questions from my mom like, hey, what about law school? Or if you want to get your master's in computer science, I'll help you pay for half of it. But I kept persisting down my path, and since I was paying my own rent, my expenses, eventually my parents just let me be. But in 2014, something really terrible happened. I lost my mom to pancreatic cancer, and her sudden illness really shocked my family. And my mom's eventual passing definitely brought up in me an abundance of guilt-ridden feelings about how I wish she and I argued less when she was around, and how I wish I had chosen a path that actually, a path and a career that made more sense to her. So honestly though, I think that making art is the best way to heal from any sort of pain, and I'm really, really grateful I had that outlet. And about 2 years after losing my mom, I remember having this burning need to create a story about unconditional love. And it was a story I wanted to dedicate to both of my parents. So by 2017, I had completed my first film as a writer, director, actor, and producer. My short, which is entitled Father's Day, explores this question. What do you do when the two things that you love most in this world are on a direct collision course with each other? Because for me, the two things I love most in this world are my family and my art. And the movie, Father's Day, shows that family and art may not always coexist peacefully. And that sometimes leads to painful outcomes, and other times it leads to hilarious outcomes. Now, our entire film, Father's Day, was shot in one day, 11 hours to be exact. And I didn't crowdfund, I didn't ask anyone for money, I just kind of raided my own bank account. I spent like just a little north of $2,000. So I was pretty surprised at how well received Father's Day was all over the world. And at one point, we even acquired a distributor for global pay TV. And I didn't even know that was possible for a short film, honestly. So to this date, our little no-budget film, which is about a troubled Chinese-American family, has been broadcast and or screened on 4 continents: North America, Asia, Europe, and Africa. To me, these things that were happening were a clear sign that not only in the US, but the global landscape of film and TV are changing. And the current desire, I would say the current hunger for authentic Asian American stories is real, and thank God for that. So, okay. Now, I've been telling you stuff that happened to Father's Day from kind of 2017 onward with all the festivals and the distributor. And now I'm going to fast forward to the present day. Specifically, June 3rd, 2019. And since June 3rd, 2019, my life has been in kind of an upheaval. I lost 7 pounds. I can no longer sleep like a normal person. I've been waking up randomly in the middle of the night, and I'll start firing off emails to my family and close friends at 3:30 in the morning. And then around 5 a.m., I start high-speed generating multiple Facebook and Instagram posts. And thank God I don't have a Twitter account. So also since June 3rd, my friends and neighbors have been nonstop laughing at me because they keep seeing me running around with 40 new promo cards in my hand, and I have this glazed over, exhausted look on my face. So what happened? Did Betty go on one of these crazy fad diets? Did she join a cult? No. What I did instead was I entered my film Father's Day into the Amazon Prime All Voices Diversity Film Competition 2019. And let me tell you, entering this contest has truly been one of the toughest assignments I have ever experienced in my whole life. See, Amazon Prime is not only judging our films based on quality and content, they're measuring this mysterious thing called audience engagement. So basically, our ultimate victory depends on how many people are watching our film, how long are they watching, and how many of them are writing us a review. Now, you wouldn't think that it would be so hard to get a bunch of people to watch a free 14-minute film on Amazon and then write a little blurb about it, right? Well, it's actually pretty challenging because in our busy world of like endless distractions, any promotion becomes challenging. And there's no fancy PR company backing you up, and you're just basically going commando on your own and getting into everybody's face. So I'm going to share with you now some of the skills that I have perfected over the past 19 days since this contest began to get Father's Day to the top of Amazon Prime's All Voices Film Contest. As of this morning, we are the #2 top performing short in the entire nationwide contest. Thanks so much. Yeah, we're literally trailing #1 by like 5 reviews, so it's pretty crazy. And I can tell you we are definitely the only Asian American film in the top 3 of the contest. So who's our competition? Approximately about up to 1,000 short films all over the country are competing, and only one winner will receive this illustrious prize, which is to meet with the executives of Amazon Original Programming and basically pitch your other work to them, which is enormous. So back to the skills that are needed and that I hopefully have gotten better at. And you know, if Amazon runs this again, this is going to be important. So take note, you may have to do the same thing next year. Important skill #1, begging. Yes, if you're good at begging, you will absolutely thrive in this sort of contest. You will find endless creative and new ways to beg literally everyone you come into contact with to watch and review your film. Important skill #2, thanking. I think I've both said and written out thank you more times in the past 19 days than I usually say in an entire year. And overall, I think that's a good thing because being thankful is always great and expressing it is also great. So no complaints there. And finally, important skill #3, guilt tripping. I definitely think that guilt tripping is an art and a special talent, which is very useful in this contest. And since you'll be bothering a lot of your family to help promote your film, it definitely helps to remind them of the many things you've done for them over the past several years and how much they owe you in return. So yeah, leave it to Amazon to completely overhaul and change the film festival game for everybody. Now, as I promised earlier, I'd like to present a 30-second teaser from Father's Day. And in the scene I'm about to show you, a loving but extremely stressed out Chinese-American dad played by actor Larry Wong Parrish. He's trying to figure out why both of his artist daughters have chosen to live such difficult lives in Los Angeles.
10 years in LA. 10 years. You two are still single, with no real boyfriends, no real jobs, no security, just one room with mice and cockroaches and a homeless guy camped out on your doorstep.
Oh, you met Howard. He's sweet, isn't he?
Oh yeah, Howie, he's the man. He scares away all the wannabe gangbangers on the street.
The main reason I even did this contest is because I wanted more stories to be told. We can do so much better. I mean, I not only want stories about the crazy rich ones, but I want, you know, middle-class Asian Americans. I want working-class Asian Americans. I want, you know, blue-collar and also the struggling artist Asian Americans. I want all their stories, and I hope you do too. Thanks so much, and I look forward to reading all of your reviews.